What's up, everybody? Afro Joe here. I know I didn't do a video in a long time, but it's like this. Everybody heard about this. The two football stars um, raping this girl, this minor, this girl. And when I first heard about the story, man, I thought it was kind of fucked up. It's like they raped this girl. Two football stars raped a girl. I said that's bad business. Somebody's daughter got raped. Somebody's daughter got raped. Second thing is the town that they live in. What is Stuville? Like it's not like it says Stupidville. At first, when I first heard it, I was like, "There's got to be a joke. There's got to be a joke." But and that town was divided over the case. You got half the town saying, "Oh, they're innocent," and that half, I looked at them. I look at them like this: the one that was sitting there supporting these two football players of rape, it made me look at them like, "Are you kidding me? Somebody's child just got raped, and these other guys that had something to do with it." And you sitting up there supporting two football stars because they play college football or high school football, whatever, and you sitting up there supporting these people like they just committed a crime. Oh, they, 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 uh, they didn't do nothing wrong. They raped a girl. They sat here and they just raped somebody's child, and y'all act like that ain't doing shit. It doesn't matter if you're playing college football, high school football, whatever. Rape is rape. And I sat here and I questioned the people that supporting them, supporting them about this because one thing is against it's like it looks like they support people who rape people or commits crimes like this, like or rape, murder, shit like that. Because if I found out that my child got raped by two football players, doesn't matter if it was high school, college, or pro, I'd be ready to beat their ass because they raped my child. And then if you're gonna see if there's two people saying, "Oh, your child deserved to be raped," how does the girl deserve to be raped? She was she was drunk, unconscious, and didn't know nothing was going on in her surroundings. Didn't know what was going on, and people act like she was the criminal. Oh, she's the criminal. She let herself get raped. How does a woman let herself get raped? How does any woman let themselves get raped? It's like Dick Gregory said when doing he was doing a public speaking about Trayvon Martin. If a woman was naked, it doesn't give no man the right to rape that woman. It doesn't give no man the right to rape that woman. It doesn't give these two motherfuckers the right to rape that child. I'm glad they was found guilty of the crimes, but still, it does not give them the right to rape somebody. And then I hear that the people who knew might get charged for accessory because they know about the crime and did not report it. And if you support, like to me, it's like if you support these two football players, then you telling the world that you support people getting raped and murdered and children get molested because that's how it looks. Oh, I don't support the rape, but I support the football player. No, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't support rape, then support two guys that rape somebody. See what I'm saying? You can't support two people that committed a crime, then say, "Oh, I'm against rape." Or I'm against murder, and you just seen two guys murder somebody. Oh yeah, I've seen somebody murder, seen them two murder, but they're innocent. You just said they just murdered somebody. Oh yeah, I saw them shoot them, stab them, and all this and that. See, you stupid. you're stupid. And I tell you this. Like I said, man, when Anonymous hooked up that girl Amanda, it found her. I give them more props because I saw Anonymous on WWE tonight, and then but it's a cigarette, not a blunt. I wish it was a blunt, but I give Anonymous more props every day. When I hear good things about Anonymous, when they stand up for what's right, they're like Robin Hood. They stand up for the people. Like they kind of like Robin Hood, except they don't stay. Like I don't know. Like I really don't know how Anonymous works, and I'm trying not to get in their business. But every time they do the right thing, every time they do something right or something great like this, every time they do something great like this, it makes me look at them. It's like, you know what? These guys are the best. These people are the best. Anonymous kicks more ass than the fucking Popo does. If I knew about Anonymous when I was in high school or if I was in middle school, I would have told my teacher. If my teacher would ask me, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" I would have said, "I want to be like them people called Anonymous because they're doing more good than harm." People have painted a picture where that these guys are terrible people, and you see them doing all these great things, and you sit there and you look at them, and it makes you think. It's like these people don't sound bad, but they painted a picture that they are. How? They sat there and said that these guys, these two football stars, are guilty of rape. Like, what was I when I did the Amanda Todd video, and I say somebody left a comment saying that the Anonymous is like the Anonymous are the internet police. I said if Anonymous is the internet police, you know what, man? I be shaking their fucking hand every day and kissing their ass. If they can sit there and do this, can actually bring justice to the people, then they are somebody. Then they are doing their jobs. Protecting the. If Anonymous is protecting the people more than the fucking police, then they are. Then they're better than the fucking police. But like back to this whole case. But I look at it like this. I look at it like this. That I look at them like this. They committed a crime of rape. If I went to school with two guys that raped some girl, do you think I will sit back and support these people? No, because one thing is they raped somebody. I wouldn't want to be associated with somebody that committed a crime. If I was there and I knew they did this, I would have reported myself. Oh, you're a snitch. Snitch my ass. I'm not going to sit there and have that shit on my conscience where I knew two football stars raping a girl. Cause they could have been your daughter, it could have been your niece, it could have been your granddaughter, that could have been your cousin, that could have been your sister, they could have been your mama, they could have been any female in your family, and for people to sit there and support them, you telling the world that you allow somebody to rape your child, to rape your daughter, to rape your niece, to rape your granddaughter or great granddaughter or your mother or whoever, whatever female is kin to you. You're telling the people that you want somebody to rape your child. I'm not saying that you want somebody to rape your child. I'm saying I'm saying you want them to because you're supporting people who did it, and there was evidence connecting them to the crime. And y'all said, "Oh, they good kids." good kids my ass. If there was good kids, then they would have raped this girl. They're not bad kids. Yes, they are. You don't sit there and say what went wrong. What went wrong was you was not a fucking parent. Don't don't sit there and say they're good kids, because one thing is, if there was good kids, they would never rape, murder, sell drugs, do drugs, or steal or whatever. They wouldn't be breaking the law if there was good kids. I blame the parents because they couldn't teach their. I blame these two parents because they didn't teach their sons how to keep it in their fucking pants. They couldn't keep it in their pants because one thing is they're still young. Is not done. Their brains are not done learning. And you wonder why kids act up so badly. It's because the parents are not fucking parents no more. They're not doing their fucking jobs, and their kids are acting all crazy and shit and doing stupid things like this. Don't sit there, oh, crazy kids, they do crazy things. Yeah, they do crazy things. Rape, murder, sell drugs, do drugs, pimp, prostitute, what else? Murder. And you're acting all sedity and proud about it. How you gonna act sedity? Man, I can see now. It's like I can see it like, oh, my son, he just murdered somebody. He murdered 5 people. Oh, now I'm proud of you, son. Go back there and get. That's these fuckers today. That's these parents today. They get so proud of their child breaking the law than doing the right thing. You can sit there and say, oh, Joe, you're so wrong about this. How am I so wrong about this? They pose in a picture of holding this girl, and you telling me that I'm wrong? That they raped a girl that was unconscious and didn't know her surroundings? That this girl is going to need more therapy because what happened? Because man, I just look at this, man, like I look at the people that support them, and I say you should be in jail with them or be shot, because there's no way I ever support somebody that's raped somebody, unless if I knew, excuse me, unless the evidence was contaminated. Evidence, what's the word called? Tampering with evidence, lack of evidence. Yeah, I was like, look at a different light, but the evidence is showing that these kids are wrong. One is going to be in there. They both been found guilty and charged for rape. I can't remember their names, but I remember that the football player that's wearing the number 15 jersey is spending 2 years in juvenile, and the one in the number 12 shirt is spending a year in juvenile. See, to me, it's like this. That means they're under 18 or something like it. They must be under 18 or something, or they must be 18. One must be 18, the other one must have been 17 or something like that. I don't know the ages, but it's like this. I think they should have. I think the judge should have been like this. You be in there for, like, both of y'all be in there for 2 years. After you serve your time in juvenile, whatever, detention, you're going to have 4 years in the state pen for rape, or 3 years, or 2 more years in the state penitentiary. Because one thing is, it's like this. There was a story, because see, it's like it's the crime, the sentence didn't fit the crime. I thought it was stupid. And I tell you this, There was a story about this kid. There was a story about this man. He lost his job, and he went 3 years without a job, and he got bored. So what he do? He joined the neo Nazis. Not neo Nazis. He joined the Nazi group because he was bored. And I thought, okay. And they actually showed it on what TLC or something like that. They were showing this story. Well, I lost my job. I was a plumber at a school. It's like, motherfucker, you could have found a job in many other schools to be a plumber at. That's like same with uh, office building anywhere else to be a plumber. Instead of sitting up there, you probably heard the story. I don't know if everybody heard the story, but the story goes like this: he was out of work for 3 years. He joined a racist hate group, and he's been doing it for a while. His son got so mad and tired of his dad hating on minorities that he killed his dad in his sleep. He killed his dad. His mother calls, no, not his mother, his stepmother calls the police, tells them my stepson killed my husband. And I'm sitting up there thinking in my mind, I was like, I wanted to say good job. To be honest, I wanted to say, when I first heard him that he killed his dad, I wanted to walk up to this little boy, shake his hand, and say thank you. And then the other half of me wanted to say, I'm so sorry, man. I'm very so sorry that you had to do this to your daddy because you hated what he did. And it was wrong for what he did. It was very wrong for what this boy did. That he killed his daddy because he hated what his daddy did was hate no minorities. He joined a hate group. And when his stepmom called the police, they arrested the boy. They told him, and when he was sentenced for killing his dad, being juvenile detention to a certain age. Then after that, he's going to the state pen for the rest of his life for taking a life. And I looked at it, and that child was only 12. The boy was 12 years old, 11 to 12 years old, and he killed his dad. And he's spending. So you probably sitting there thinking, so what does that story got to do with this story? The story is, if a 12-year-old can kill a grown man, can kill if a 11 or 12-year-old can kill a grown man and spend some odd years in a juvenile detention, then gotta go and after he gets out, he's got to go straight to the penitentiary. And it makes me look, what makes these guys any different from them except they raped a girl. They raped a girl. Give them like let this shit fit the crime. Like give them time. Like give them like few years in the juvenile detention. Then after give them few years in juvenile detention, send their ass to prison. Don't sit there a few years and that's it. No, you better give these motherfuckers time in prison, jail, whatever, man, for raping this girl. You cannot sit up there and say the girl knew what she was doing. How the hell did she know what she was doing if she was sitting up there knocked out, unconscious? She didn't know what was going on in the surroundings she was at. She didn't know what was going on in her surroundings. She didn't know who was raping her. She didn't know who was doing all this to her. She didn't know. She was drunk. Don't sit there and try to play, oh, she's the criminal. She's the criminal. She had them guys arrested. She wasn't a criminal, man. Raping somebody that was this unconscious and unaware of her surroundings. There you go. Unaware of her surroundings does not make her a criminal, a bad person. It makes her a victim. And I'm glad that these two guys were found guilty. But to me, like I said, they should have got time in juvenile detention. Then after that, send them to fucking jail, man. Let them fuckers and figure that shit out, deal with them. But it doesn't. But it doesn't feel right for it's not right for them. It's not right for people to support them on the crime they committed because to me it's very wrong. I was like, I still can't figure out why would you support two people that committed a crime. It's just like that girl that killed. It's just like the story they've been telling for the last almost a whole month about the girl killing her boyfriend and all this and that. They found a whole bunch of evidence. They found all this stuff on her and all this and that. And she was found guilty. Now she's spending life in prison. It's just like that, man. You cannot support somebody who broke the law. If these two football players would have been found not guilty, they would have told everybody. That judge would have told everybody it's okay to rape whoever. You probably would have said, "No, you're wrong for that." No, yeah, I'm right. If those two boys would have got away with rape, would have got away with rape, would have got away with rape, then that judge is telling people you can rape whoever you want. I will not send you to no jail time, no probation, no nothing. You can walk the street raping whoever you want. That's what it would have been if they was found not guilty. And I sit here as today as a man, and I'm gonna say this, anonymous. I give you more prompts than a fucking police officer. I give you more respect, more prompts, and kudos to anonymous because they are not trying to take no shit from nobody. And I sit up here and I look at this man like, this poor girl is going through so much hell, have to relive this in a courtroom because she's been raped while she was unconscious. Unconscious. Like they heard, now, like I said earlier in this video, that they said they're gonna arrest the people who knew about it. And I'm sitting up here like, amen, hallelujah, because the reason why I say that is they should be arrested. To me, if I was a judge, like, cause one thing is, y'all, everybody seen that video of that guy laughing about her being raped and thought she was dead. Oh yeah, she's been raped. I'm not there with me. I would have had his ass arrested. I would have had his ass arrested. I would have had him arrested and had him sit up in the jail cell. So you thought it was funny for this girl to get raped. So I'm gonna give you jail time. Then after you get out of jail, then you can. Yeah, I'm gonna put you on probation because you thought it was just straight up funny, and and this was posted up online and shit like that. But but like I'm just saying, man, this is like, but this is just some sad shit. This is just some sad shit, man. Just, uh, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. But ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you think. And I don't want to hear that after Joe you're ignorant. Keep the comments to yourself if you're gonna call me names for real. But it's like this, tell me what you think. Do you think these guys are guilty? Do you think these guys should be in jail too? Because one thing, for real, man, to me, I think they should be in jail. But tell me what you think about this. Do you think these football players deserve to be in jail too, or do you think that they got? Like one thing is, do you think they got it off light, or do you think they got what they deserve, or do you think they should have had a heavier sentence, heavier sentencing? Tell me what you think. Follow me on Twitter at AfroJoe the Wookie. Follow me on Tumblr. Subscribe to my channel, CeeLo Jr. 2, CeeLo Jr. 3. Yes, AfroJoe is back. And I will still do more videos. Peace, love, and Afro Grease. Holla at me.